It is super interesting times in the music industry because we're really entering into an age where things are actually easier than ever. But people think that it's harder than ever to grow an online music business as an expert music producer. This is very applicable to artists as well. But what I've noticed is the barrier to entry to actually even just become a musician is very easy. Whereas, before you used to have to actually really know how to play an instrument. Piano, sometimes multiple instruments, piano, guitar, bass. You'd also have to songwrite. And I mean, nowadays, with the rise of AI, with the rise of tools like Splice and Arcade and Unison MIDI chord pack and Unison MIDI wizard and all these different things, it's like you can literally make great music. You can own the full rights and say you produced it, but you don't even have to know how to play an instrument. And a lot of people get angry about these things. A lot of people say, well, this is bad, right? They say, oh, the rise of these technologies are actually bad. And all of that is also the same when it comes to actually making money online as a music producer, which is great. Like, I remember when I first started doing music in 2011 as an artist, people still had CD players in their car, and it made complete sense to still go buy physical CDs. When I was starting my music career, I bought Good Kid, Mad City. I bought Curtis, album by 50 Cent. I bought lots of albums, lots of physical albums where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pop it in the car. I still burned mixtapes. I don't know if you ever remember, you would have your iTunes library, you'd pop your CD, your blank CD, you'd put a bunch of songs, like you'd make your own, like now it's playlists on your freaking device, but I used to do it on the CDs. And so when I started doing music, I was like handing out CDs and selling CDs. And when I would do shows, I'd give out CDs and sell them. And it made sense to do that. And so like Instagram had just been invented. Man, I'm really dating myself, but Instagram had just been invented when I started doing music. It like wasn't super popular. Facebook was still the popular platform. And now, like, damn, we're in 2025, gonna be getting into 2026 here. And I mean, man, like I built a whole 6-figure music business right here from this brick, right here from this device. It's incredible. Like it's a beautiful thing. And to me, coming from how I started to now, like even learning music production, like again, I used to only write lyrics, record vocals. The microphone was my only tool, but now I play piano. And I actually know how to play, but I play piano, I mix, I master. I learned all of this on the internet. And I even taught recording artists how to produce their own music without needing to know how to play piano. And with just sitting here at the crib, how to make professional music. And so it's never been easier to become a music producer. It's never been easier to make I'm sorry, it's gonna sound bad. If you're in a position where you're not making money with your music, like this is gonna sound bad, but it has never been easier to make a 6-figure income, not 6 figures in revenue, 6 figures in income as a music producer. It's never been easier, and it's only going to get easier. And so what I'm noticing is what makes it harder is because it's easier and there's more, they call it, blood in the water, or like whatever, a red ocean. Yeah, it's more competition, but to me, that just means it's easier to stand out. So much easier to stand out. Because for example, with what I do and how I teach my music business clients how to make money, we use Instagram ads. We use DMs, we book sales calls for ourselves, and we charge artists anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 to even as high as $5,000 per client, high ticket. So things like relying on sync, getting a lot of Spotify streams, getting a placement with a big artist, touring, like all of those things, like, I mean, I guess they work, but those things are just, that model in the conventional music industry is so broken. And I don't mind if you go do those things. Like if you do that stuff, like that's great. Like if you make money doing that, dude, that's awesome. But what you're doing is you're trying to work within a model that's broken. You know what I mean? Rather than just like playing your own game. Like, for example, this is a super crazy example, but I like to play Monopoly with my cousins. And I've been playing Monopoly for many years. And it's funny because the other night I won. I sound like I'm flexing that I won Monopoly. And I kind of am. But I won Monopoly the other night. It was just me and my two cousins. And it was funny because when I won, and I'm like really competitive and I fucking love winning. But when I won, I didn't feel that good. Like, I kind of felt bad. Like, shit got kind of personal because of me, of course, because I'm immature and competitive. But shit got kind of personal with me and one of my cousins. I kind of was like yelling at them about some shit. Like, it was crazy, but that's not why it wasn't as cool when I won. I really realized I only won because of luck. Because, like, you're rolling dice, and it's just like I won, and I was like, bro, I just got hella lucky. And I even said that to them. I was like, guys, I really don't even feel that good that I won. Like, I wasn't bragging and flexing on them like, I beat you guys. I was like, I kind of said, I was like, dude, I got pretty lucky. They were like, yeah, you did get lucky. Because I easily could have lost. And it wasn't as satisfying. And I equate that to the music industry because I think that, you know, winning really does come down to luck because you lose so much. Like, we go through so many losses as music producers, but what I love about it is, like, I think that the way I've designed my music business and the way that I help my clients design their music business is it's not just relying on luck. Like, I think if you want to win in the game of sync and touring and Spotify and all that stuff, like the conventional music industry ways, I think that that's like playing Monopoly. I think that it's completely possible to win, but it's very much a lot of rolling of dice. And you know what else in Monopoly is funny? When you roll dice, there's these two, they have cards, the chance and the community chest. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up. But that's also huge luck because you could land on chance, and it could, like, one of my cousins landed on chance, and it was she had like hotels and houses and stuff. She had just paid off my other cousin for landing on her property. She picked up chance and was like, pay $100 for every house and $115 for hotels. And she had a bunch of houses and hotels. That almost bankrupted her because she landed on a fucking space that told her to pick up a card. That's luck. That's bad luck just from rolling dice. So to me, that's like going to the conventional music industry. Whereas the way I build my music business and how I built my music business to $20,000 a month serving artists, and how I teach my clients how to do it, is not like that. Like, the way we do things is we control everything. And of course there's still luck involved. We use ads. So there's obviously, you know, meta, and there's obviously kind of like rules to the game and things that can happen, but I just have so much control over my business, like so much control. My goal, I remember when I first started it, because I had been playing the conventional music industry for so many years. And then I was like, I need to break out of this. Like, this doesn't work. And it was when I decided I want to make money from my sweats and my slippers. That's what my goal was. I want to make money from my sweats and slippers. And I just knew I could do it. I had seen people make money online outside of music. So we're talking Russell Brunson, .com Secrets, Alex Hormozy, Gary Vee, Ty Lopez. I'm sure there's a lot of other guys, but I can't think of them. But I was seeing the online money happening, and I was like, this can happen in the music industry. Then I was seeing guys like Legion Beats, who I got personally mentored by, make 7 figures and earn a 2 Comma Club award selling beats online, cheap, low ticket beats, using paid ads. I was like, this can work. Seeing Indiepreneur, Indiepreneur is a company that helps artists with their marketing, and they're like basically helping artists build e-commerce businesses out of their music. It's amazing. I was like, this can happen. And I was like, if it can happen for them, it can happen for me, and I can help other people get to that same place. So I believe it's easier than ever. I believe it's just going to keep getting easier. And I believe that if you're not taking advantage of building an online business with your music, you are simply missing out every single day.